Hi everyone, my name is Dzakwan Althof. I'm an English literature student, D class with student number 162, and here I am going to talk about Parasite movie, analyzing its intercultural conflict with its solution. Parasite tells the story of two families in South Korea, the wealthy Parks, who live in luxury, and the impoverished Kims, who struggle to survive in a semi-basement, leading to a dramatic and violent clash that exposes deep class divisions and societal inequalities. If we take it back to the value dimension theory, Hofstede has provided a systematic framework for analyzing the conflict in Parasite by highlighting how cultural values shape the behavior, attitudes, and interactions between the two families. Hofstede's cultural dimensions model is a framework for understanding how cultural values influence behavior. It consists of 6 dimensions used in cross-cultural studies to analyze interactions and resolve conflicts in a global environment. The first conflict in Parasite appears when the Kim family plans to infiltrate the wealthy Park household, beginning with the only son named Ki-woo being hired as a tutor for Park family's daughter, which later marks a contrast in the societal hierarchy between the two families. The Park family, unaware of the Kim family's true background, demonstrate their authority through subtle condescension, treating Kiwoo with a level of respect reserved for a supposedly elite education while maintaining their superior position. This conflict later highlights the power distances in South Korean society, where wealthy groups tend to control over opportunities and resources, leading less fortunate groups to navigate a system of inequality through the deception. Even more, this conflict is aligned with Hofstede's power distance theory, which explains how societies with high power distance accept and strengthen their relationships. The Park, who asked for obedience, while the Kim family responded with deception as a way to challenge and navigate this rigid hierarchy. The second clash occurs when the Kim family, who operates as a tight unit, meet with the Park family's individualistic approach to life, because the Kim's collectivist survival strategy clashes with Park's selfish priorities. Well, the Kim family's survival depends on their collective efforts. When each member takes on a specific role, such as teacher, art therapist, driver, and housekeeper, to infiltrate and maintain their place in the Park household, they work together, supporting each other, and hide their true identities in order to achieve common goal. In contrast, the Park family prioritizes individual comfort and well being, only focusing on the nuclear family without caring about other people's struggles, which highlights their sense of privilege and separation from the reality of the lower classes. This is proven when the Park family remains indifferent to the Kim family's pain during a massive flood that destroys their home, showing a lack of empathy and isolated worldview. And this last empathy emphasizes the social gap which separates the two families. Beside the Parasite movie, in the South Korea itself, globalization creates subcultures by introducing individualistic values among westernized elites, which prioritize personal success and independence. And the socioeconomic stratification enforces power distance by determining strict rules, where wealth and opportunities are collected at the top. This restricts the upward movement, since structures such as education and job opportunities keep limit individuals at their lower levels from enhancing their educations. So, in order to reduce the power distance seen in Parasite, policies that address the wealth gap, such as progressive taxation, could create more equal competition. This would provide a fairer opportunity for families like the Kims and challenging the gap hierarchies that Park get the benefit from. Secondly, by balancing individualism and collectivism, we can value success while assuming responsibility to the both sides. At Parasite, this soften Kim's selfishness, share empathy, and have fairer opportunities. So, in conclusion, Parasite studies the deep class differences between the wealthy Park family and the struggling Kim family, highlighting the social divide through their interactions, and the Kim family's collectivist survival strategy, which clashes with Park's individualistic worldview. And using Hofstede's dimensions, the film illustrates how bad disparities in power and societal roles make conflicts between the two families. Bridging these divides requires empathy, reducing wealth gaps, and balancing them with responsibility to create a more equitable society. So, by experience the Parasite movie, we could see the dangers of unchecked social inequality and how rigid hierarchies can keep all the conflict hate. This film emphasizes the importance of growing empathy and bridging social gaps to create a more inclusive and fairer world. And for the last statement, let Parasite be wake up call to challenge social inequality and bridge the gap between the privilege and poverty.